Hi, I'm Stuart and welcome to Sirennet Television. We're going to be looking at a Dodge Charger. It's a 2015 model. Now, a little bit of interesting thing about this particular Dodge Charger, it happens to be the all-wheel drive version. And the other thing too is that the car actually arrived in 2014. So it's the sort of very early 2015. Undoubtedly there'll be a newer model. In fact, there is a newer model currently out of the 2015, 2016 era. But we'll be taking a look at this car. It's quite an interesting build. A lot of equipment has gone into this, in fact more than normal. But one of the interesting components that's in this vehicle, and alas we don't necessarily sell it here at Sirennet.com, is a unique camera system, which includes a total of 5 different cameras mounted around the car. So you get a chance to see that. So from here to the boys, let's go check it out. So Danny, you're putting together some wiring?
Yeah, I'm wiring up the console.
Now this particular vehicle's got a variety of new equipment in it. It's a 2015
Yeah,
Dodge Charger, brand new one. This is the all-wheel drive version too, I believe.
all-wheel drive.
Right. So Devin, what do you have going here?
Wiring up some relays for the trunk work lights. Just say trunk lid work lights.
Now, is this something that you make yourselves, or is this something that you got off the shelf as far as the actual flasher goes?
Well, as far as getting them to function, this relay pack is something we make ourselves. And we also replaced the factory switch with the switch of our own.
So something new with this particular car, you're mounting a hideaway in the corner marker light, but you've done a little bit different this time around, right?
Yeah, we drilled all the way through it, and we're using these Vertex that have the shorter lens on them.
Right.
And it's gonna sit flush with the light and sit back in here. Like that.
So again, you have a complete layout of the vehicle when you're setting it up, right? You kind of sit down with the customer, go over the specifications where they want things put,
Yeah.
flash patterns as well to a degree.
Yeah, because this car, they changed a lot of stuff this year,
Right.
so we kind of had to go through everything again.
And reconfigure it. Now
Yeah.
up the front area there, you actually have the N4 surface mount lights at an off angle. Is that something that the customer specifically wanted to have done?
Yeah,
Okay.
they said they thought it would help with intersections. You know,
Right,
the light
clearing.
would shine off to the side
Right,
a little more.
Right. Have you done a little pre-test to see what it looks like? Is it pretty good?
We haven't really
Fired them up yet?
fired them up yet.
Okay, so we're doing that shortly then.
Yeah.
Good. So Danny, what are you up to?
I'm hooking up these lights and siren speakers in the front.
And they're going to keep these at the prescribed angle that they had set up as far as making it go together.
Yeah.
Right. You're also putting a piece of material.
Some toothpaste.
Toothpaste? No, not toothpaste.
Dielectric grease.
Dielectric grease. And you put those
No.
on all of your connections as a way to make sure that the connections stay
So they don't
positive and functioning in all the kind of weather that we get here in the Pacific Northwest.
Yeah. So they don't get corroded.
Okay. So Devin, you're working on your checklist.
Yep.
So you guys have got the rear screen already into the car.
Yep.
Let's take a quick look at that. And you got the seat mounted as well.
You want to the console there is like, as far as fuses go.
So Danny, you're buttoning her up.
Yep. Getting it all put back together so we can take it outside.
Hey Devin.
Hey.
So you're checking out the electrical system with respect to setting up the different flash patterns for the customer's request.
Yeah.
So again, you get customers, they come along, they say, this is what we'd like, and you basically follow instructions.
Yeah. Yep. Just do it. Do what I'm told.
Right. Do you sometimes find that you try and offer them something different, or?
Yeah. I'll throw in my own,
Ideas.
2 bits, but yeah.
And do they usually take them, or do they usually go, nah, that's what I want?
They usually have their mind made up. Yeah.
A lot of our viewers sometimes ask, why is that particular flash pattern a certain way? And again, it's because the customer has pretty much told you what to do.
Yeah. Yep.
That's what we're in the service business for. So in this particular vehicle here, you set everything up now, more or less?
Yeah. Yeah. It's pretty much all set up. We're just testing some stuff out.
Now this vehicle also has an unusual system on board because it has a special camera system. And that camera system has been set up with how many cameras?
This particular car has 5 cameras on it.
5 cameras on board? Okay, so you have a camera mounted in the rear, and then a camera mounted left and right of the prisoner rear door section, and then a camera inside the prisoner area,
Yes.
and then there's also a camera in the front of the vehicle as well?
Front of the vehicle. Yep.
Where the officer would be, or forward facing?
Forward facing.
Forward facing. So there's one forward facing, one rear facing, one on the left side rear doors, and then one in the prisoner area?
Yeah.
Okay, great. We'll take a look at that now in a second. So Devin, step in here for a moment and show me basically how the camera system is working with respect to this particular vehicle. Now, it's a Panasonic system, correct?
Yeah. Yep.
And you've got different areas with respect to the cameras. You've got the front camera, you can see here the back seat camera, and you have the left and right. So you just turn on the back seat area there. We can clearly see that. And then you have the side cameras. Which one? This is the right-hand side camera that you've turned on.
Yeah, this would be the side I'm sitting on.
Right, and there's the boys working on another Charger inside the shop there.
And
And then-
rear and of course left.
And this is the rear, of course.
Yeah. And that's left.
And then out the front. And we can just about make out Devon's head. It's not Denny, it's Devon and Danny show. Hey, Danny.
What? I'm stuck.
How come he sounds more country every day?
Can you see me?
Oh, it's on a delay now.
So there's actually a delay on this particular one.
Yeah.
Oh, there's head just popped up. Okay. And the objective, of course, is not to run over Danny. So, Devon, again, this system was set up per the customer specifications with respect to this vehicle.
Yeah. Yep. All the there are trigger wires, so as soon as the lights come on, it automatically starts recording. It has sense wires like the rear doors, left and right rear door. If they're to open up, it'll automatically start recording. And it's a pretty dynamic system to where you can have those trigger wires actually trigger certain cameras to recording. So if the rear door camera's open, it's just recording through the rear camera versus all 5 cameras recording at once. And those can all be manipulated within the program.
And then they can download it once they get back to the station.
Exactly, yeah.
Now, is there also the ability to have a body camera for the officer to wear tied into this, or not really?
Into this specific system, I'm not sure about that, but I'm sure it's something Panasonic's working on. If not,
Right. And then down here, of course, we have the Gamper Johnson console, which has been mounted into the vehicle as well, which in turn is tied in with the CENTCOM. And then directly underneath there, you have all your respective radios as well for this particular customer. Great. Well, let's just go outside and see what Danny is up to.
yeah.
And as we're ready to get him finished, we'll take the car outside.
All right.
So we buttoned up.
Yep. Ready to go.
Now, in this particular incident on this vehicle, we're still waiting for some light heads to come in, and that's the rear fender LEDs that we were talking about
Yeah.
earlier, and they're going to be going in here. But for this particular purpose, you haven't mounted them in here, obviously, because we're waiting for the parts to come in.
Yep.
The car wants to get back to the customer and have it checked out by them.
Yeah. We got it all pre-wired, so when the lights do come in,
It's ready to go.
it's ready to go. Yeah.
Right. Now, Devin, this car has an unusual feature in it in that you have the ability to put some extra white light on the back of the car. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Can we turn on that feature for a second?
Yeah, you bet. I'll walk around and show you. So this was asked for by our customer when processing on the rear trunk. They can hit this button here and turn the end forces to steady white.
So this basically button here.
Yeah, which is one we added. There's a hole there from the factory for the trunk release, but it's disabled within the police package.
Okay. So if you push that button,
Yeah,
it turns it on.
it turns it on, and then to turn it off, they would open their trunk and it would go back to emergency, and that's the way that they wanted it.
Okay. Let's take a look at that again real quick.
Yeah.
So basically push the button. Right now you've got red and blue and white flashing with the end force to the rear.
Mm-hmm.
And then by pushing the button, it becomes white. And one of the reasons behind that was that they could use the rear trunk lid as like a work surface.
Yeah, if the person had drugs on them or something, they could take it out, put it on the trunk lid, and then they could see it then with the lights.
Working.
Working.
See with the white lights on.
Yeah,
so
with the white lights on. Yeah, they could see what they got there.
And again, these will work independent of the rest of the emergency lighting being on. So what are the positions will they work in? Does it have to be position 3?
No, yeah, these would work with the lights just off as well.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Can you use them as a backup light or?
They could. These people don't though.
They don't.
Yeah.
Okay. Now on the front of the car, you've also got some white takedown as well. Is that correct?
Yeah. Yes, there'll be a left alley, a right alley, and then the two facing forward at an angle would be the takedowns.
Okay. So can we hit those right now?
Yeah.
And again, because of the N-Force technology from sound off with these particular light heads, you've got the ability to run those in their red and blue configuration tied in with the white as well, correct?
Yeah, if I move into position 2 and then I turn off, they go back to emergency lights, tricolor.
Danny and Devin, Ted, Austin couldn't have done it better, even if I'd helped them myself, which I didn't. So you've been watching Sirennet Television, and you've been watching the guys at Star Car put that 2015 Dodge Charger all-wheel drive together. Definitely an interesting array of equipment, most of it available here on Sirennet.com. Again, check out the website for all the specs, and please buy things from time to time. Just joking. I'm Stuart. As always, thanks for watching.